All right, we're out on a Thursday for another day of garage sailing action and excitement. We'll see how much action or excitement there is, but looking at a pretty wealthy neighborhood, so who knows at this point. But hoping we get some stuff. There's several community or neighborhood sales, community type sales, so we'll see how things go. Heading to our first sale here.
How you doing? Excellent. What you got there? Okay.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
I was gonna say those are like 5. Or you want to say, how about 10? And 11. How about that? Don't worry, these aren't here yet, so.
Okay, that looks like a good one, right?
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna I haven't been to probably half the garage sales back here, but I'm gonna kind of take a risk. I found a little bit, but this is not exactly the kind of neighborhood that I would usually like to look in. New developments are not always the best, just because it's usually a lot of younger families that if they have retro games or older games, they're tucked away at their parents' house. I've also been back here before and bought, you know, some game bundles back here before, and I see some people who are resellers, just general resellers, because they're looking everything up on eBay while they're sitting there. So I'm going to kind of take a measured risk here. There is a allotment that I've never been to before for a garage sale. It's more of what I'm looking for as far as that all goes. So we're just gonna see. I'm gonna try to get out of here and see how that goes, because I think I have a better chance going there than being at wherever the heck I am now. So we'll see how that goes. You know, if a neighborhood has a clubhouse, that it's probably not going to be the gamer neighborhood. But yeah, we'll see how that goes, and hopefully some good finds. All right, so I'm in neighborhood number 2. Got here about 25 minutes to opening, hit a few sales, but there's still some opening up. So far haven't found anything. Left my card somewhere. They had some like random video game stuff out, so I asked if they're gonna have any more, and they were gonna maybe text me if they found any more stuff. So don't have a lot of confidence in that one, but it's something. Otherwise, just kind of cruising around. We'll see how things go out here, but I've never been to this neighborhood sale in my life that I know of, so we'll just see how things go. And I just got a text from none other than Sky85. That is pretty awesome. Beloved Monster Hunter YouTuber. How much was your video game stuff over here?
Something marked there?
I didn't see anything marked on it, no.
Maybe the video games?
I thought they were $2 a piece.
Okay. What about like the systems and the stuff in this box here?
Well,
Okay, Mike.
I thought they said $2 a piece or whatever.
Okay.
And then I thought he said 20. Which one did he tell me had to go with something? These two things? You know anything about these?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, how much would you just want for this whole box? Because there's all kinds of different stuff in there for it.
I don't know.
So.
Make me an offer. I don't.
Let's see, how much is in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 36 games there, so that would be 72. Would you just do 100 for everything?
Sure.
Okay. And did you have any other video games, or do you think that was about it?
Oh no, that's it.
All right. Yeah.
But how
Okay.
about some?
Guys, I almost did not go to that last sale, but I figured I'd be stupid not to because it was kind of on my way home. So I figured I'd check it out. I had like no expectation for it because it was just old people kind of sale in a really nice house. And I'm so glad I went to that sale. There was nothing even video game related, and then I just peek over and see into these boxes thinking it's just going to be DVDs and just see GameCube games and all this stuff. And she only wanted $2 each on them. I paid $100 for everything because she didn't know what she wanted for the consoles. So there were a bunch of games I probably wouldn't have grabbed for $2 each, but at that point I was like, I should just grab everything. It's all in nice shape. So there's 36 games. We'll go through them and see what was in there, but just wow, that was a great find. And I think that I'm about done for the day, so looking forward to digging into that box. All right, so this is the recap for Thursday. A not so great day that turned into a good day that turned into an ooh kind of day. We'll get to that. So the first find I got was this Wii bundle. Actually, the first sale I went to, this one was on footage. They got a Wii bundle, and then they had some games for $5 each. Mostly sports games, but know your stuff and kind of dig around. You can find something good. NCAA Football 09 has some decent value. Or NCAA Basketball 09 has some decent value. So for $5, this is, about a $20-ish to $25 game. So always good to keep an eye out and know your stuff, because everything else in there was pretty easy skips. But when you know some of those games in there that you should be looking out for, $5 is a good deal. Other than that, for $40, had a Wii bundle in there. No game in the system. This is one of those ones where it's like, oh, come on, kind of thing, where it's like, oh, here's the games that had their cases, right? Like abject garbage. But the games that didn't have their cases, there's 2 copies of Mario Bros. Wii sitting at the bottom and Wii Sports. All of them are pretty scratched, but I wouldn't say devastatingly scratched. I'll throw them in my resurface pile. And when I get enough, I will get them resurfaced over at the Stone Age, and we'll be good to go on those. But it's one of those things where it's like, man, why couldn't the crappy games be the ones that are just, I could just throw away, that are at the bottom of the box? But oh well. Other than that, went to this one sale. They had a few games out. I turned my camera off once I started filming, and then I found these after I stopped filming. So, but for $1 each, Art Academy on the DS, nothing too spectacular. These I mainly bought for cases, I'm not gonna lie, because I need cases. Lego Friends, not exactly a super interesting one. The Golf Club 2, so whatever. And I've never seen this in my life. Sebastian Loeb, Rally Evo. I don't know who Sebastian Loeb is. I'm guessing it's this guy. Tell me in the comments who it is. You can lie to me because I'm not going to look him up. So you could just tell me anything. You could tell me he's the vice president. You could tell me I really don't know. So make something up in the comments. Give me the backstory on Sebastian Loeb. Other than that, the big one, the exciting one that got a little less exciting, but still has potential, is still a good find. I don't want to, I definitely want to say this is a good find. I got things worked out, and hopefully it will become the awesome find that I knew it was. But I just, at the sale, walk over to these, Banker's Box, cardboard boxes, and look in, and it's just great, high-quality games, GameCube stuff, DS stuff, and it's just good stuff. And they told me just $2 each on them, so I counted them out, and I was like, okay, that works. This 36 games, and then I'll make it a nice even 100 for the box of accessories and the GameCube system in here. So I was thrilled with that, went home, and I was like, all right, let's see the disc condition. And very quickly I realized that about half of the games, all of the GameCube games pretty much, were not there. And pretty much all the DS games were not there. So they must have put them in the carrying case or something. So I went back to the sale, and they were really apologetic. I was just kind of going back to the sale. I mean, I was still getting a good deal, $100, but I was just mostly going back to the sale to see, like, hey, do you know where this stuff would be, or can you go in and look for it? But they actually offered to give me some money back. They said they'd give me, they were offering more, but I think he just gave me $50 back, which, half of it. There's still some good console stuff that I bought off of them, and, a decent, the less good games for sure are still present, but there's still some okay stuff in here. So I get $50 back. I left them my card, so just the idea like, hey, if you find it, I'll just give you your $50 back if I can find all the discs, and we're good to go. So hopefully they can come through and find that stuff. That would be amazing, but we will have to see. So I'll go through what was here first, and then we can kind of share in the pain together of what wasn't here, or what I'm going to try to manifest and be positive, what will be here hopefully in the future. So one N64 game, no N64 system, but there was also N64 accessory, the expansion pack. I'm betting they had some really good N64 Game Boy stuff at some point, but I have no idea. But California Speed was in there, not obviously the most exciting. iToy Groove. Thank God this was in here, but some of the GameCube stuff wasn't. Skyward Sword had the manual and the game disc, but was missing the soundtrack CD. Not a big deal. This one I think has some okay value, not as much as the first Harry Potter GameCube game, but Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets. This one was complete. All these cases are in like such good shape. That's why I didn't even stop to think, because like I looked at it, I didn't want to, pass up the deal, and all the stuff looked like in great shape. So, I was thrilled because it's like, oh, condition's not going to be a problem here. Now it might if the stuff's in a carrying case, but we'll see. And there was no game in the system itself, I should say. But Nintendogs, Chihuahua was here. Thank goodness. I actually don't think I have this one. Metroid Prime Hunters. Artwork's a little bent. So this is the official artwork, but then it looks like there's like some white, like, what's up with... Can someone tell me? This is like officially printed and it has the lenticular and everything. I don't think this was a fake cover, but it was like, why is there this extra space like it was printed poorly or something? But this was in here with the manuals in here somewhere, I think. Yeah. So that was there. That's a good one. Twisted Metal 2 for some reason. There was no other PS1 stuff. This was the only one, but this was there and in good shape. And then just some not great PS2 games. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Need for Speed Underground 2. Where do the discs look on like this stuff? Because it's in good shape. Yeah, that's in good shape. And then more iToy. Dance Dance Revolution Extreme, which uses the iToy, or enhanced by the iToy. Sonic Mega Collection Plus. And Guitar Hero 2. So that is the stuff that... Oh, can't forget Robots. Was also there. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Robots was there. So that was the stuff that was there. You'll kind of see my disappointment, my initial excitement, and my disappointment for the stuff that wasn't there, but hopefully it will show up. Mario Kart DS. And I'm sorry, I'm just now getting to stacking. I didn't stack the initial stuff. Ocarina of Time 3D. Only 3DS game in there, I don't know. WarioWare Touched, which I'm kind of mad. I just sold a card-only copy of this. I don't have this game in my collection. I had a card-only copy, and I sold a lot of my card-only DS stuff just because I was never finding empty cases. So I'm a little bit mad about that because I could have completed that. But hopefully I'll just get the cartridge in this if they'll call me back, but who knows. Star Fox Command. Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That one's fine not being there. Scribblenauts is also, it's a fun game, but I already have it, and that's fine not being there. This one was a big shame. Pokemon Diamond. Wish that would have been there, because this was fully complete otherwise. All kinds of stuff in here. What is this piece of paper back here? Oh, the receipt and everything. I got the receipt, guys. It's a Kmart receipt. Ooh, they bought Pokemon Diamond at Kmart. I don't want to... Let's see here. This Kmart store, it is not there anymore. Obviously, there are very few Kmart stores around in the entire country, but this cashier cashed him out, got him Pokemon Diamond and the Smart Plan. Very nice. I don't want to give away the city I live in, but when was this from? There's no date on this, I don't think. Rick, can you, if you're watching this video and you worked at Kmart, can you tell me what day this was? I think you probably would know. I don't know why you would forget this. Yeah, no date. Oh well, I'm not going to waste too much time on a Kmart receipt. This is another one that was a bummer. I don't have this game, and I've wanted it, but I don't have Elite Beat Agents, so that was a bummer that wasn't in there. I mean, you can tell this is good stuff. Another one that I don't have that I would have liked to have, Custom Robo Arena. Don't have that game. I'm really hoping they just dig out some carrying cases, and I'd love it if they dug out more game stuff, to be honest. I mean, there's hints of N64 stuff, so that'd be awesome. Transformers, not too crushed about this. This is where it really starts to hurt. Because there's actually some games I would have really liked to have that I don't have in my collection that were here and aren't here. Kirby Air Ride. Do not have this in my collection. Would have loved to. Not today, I guess. Maybe. Maybe today. I don't know. Harvest Moon. I have that one already. Lord of the Rings, Return of the King. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4. Pikmin. This one was probably the most frustrating. It wouldn't have had manual. There's no manual in here. This one's probably the most frustrating just because I don't have this game. This is one of the ones that I've wanted. I have pretty much everything I'd want for the GameCube for the most part, but this is definitely one of the ones I would have wanted. And it was a shame that that was not in there because I would have really liked to have that one. Madagascar. Ooh. I used to have that game as a kid. I remember having fun with the they had like a mini golf side mode. Made by Toys for Bob, actually. So, Super Monkey Ball. Star Wars Rogue Leader. Mario Superstar Baseball. I need Mario Strikers. Super Smash Bros. Melee. So I have a constant joke that this is like the one game I've been garage sailing now for a decade and collecting, and I've never found... I've been collecting since 2011 and been garage sailing for 11 years, so I've never once found a Super Smash Bros. Melee. That was the only one I've ever found was Player's Choice missing the manual. I don't know how. So I always joke like the series finale of Objo garage sailing is he'll finally get his Super Smash Bros. Melee Black Label. And guys, I finally got my Super Smash Bros. Melee Black Label because I'm going to switch my disc over to this copy, but not the series finale because I did not find it complete at the sale. Top Gun Combat, whatever. Not too concerned about that one. And Need for Speed. So clearly you can see why I was so excited when I bought that stuff and how not quite as thrilled now that it's not, there. But still a good deal. I mean, $50 for that stack of cases alone is good. Plus the other games that were there certainly aren't bad. Plus there's also a GameCube system here. Let me kind of get a shot of everything. How amazing this would have been if everything was there. So I don't want to complain too much because there was still some good stuff there. But I think you guys can probably understand my disappointment. But still glad that I was able to get what I did get from this. This would have been a superb score for $100. And other than that, there is a GameCube. Indigo. Door works well, so good to see that. I'll throw GameCube. That's not going to work with the stacking. It's all about the stacking. A pair of headphones that I will throw away because they're gross. I'm not even going to show them. Nerf Dart. This is my first time really looking through this box. There's the cables for the GameCube, so that's good. PS2 controller. The rare PS2 controller that you get at a garage sale that has both the stick pads and is not rattling. So, good to see. Wii remotes. I need Wii remotes, actually. Oh, I've never seen this before. Like a Wii condom, but it has the Triforce on it. I've never seen this. I need some Wii remotes, although something tells me that these are going to be corroded on the inside. But I do need Wii remotes for selling stuff. So, like I said, that was in there. And a nunchuck. An off-brand. Got a nunchuck in here. We got an iToy. And one of the worst looking PS2 off-brand controller I've maybe ever seen. So, can't complain. $50 for all that. It was nice of them to offer to give me that much back. I was kind of thinking like, well, if they want to give me some money back, maybe like $1 each on the stuff that's not there, but they were definitely generous, and I'm hoping I can just give them that $50 right back and get that these discs. So that's it for Thursday. I will tack on an update if there's an update to this one. Well, fellas, it's come to the worst. I got the text from the guy from the garage sale. He said that his son has the discs and the carts, but he's holding on to them. He's keeping them. So those are all just empty cases. Still a good find for $50, but a bit disappointing. But I guess some lots are too good to be true. I'm going to definitely use that as the thumbnail picture anyway. And then I'm going to name it the video something like Some Lots Are Too Good to Be True. But for a little bonus here on this video, I'm going to throw on my finds from last Saturday. The footage from the garage sales themselves were no good, but I got some stuff out there. So I'm going to just throw that pickup recap when I talk about the footage. The footage ended up being no good. So it's just the pickup recap. All right, here with the Saturday recap video. I didn't check the actual footage. I get the feeling that the footage that I got today probably wasn't able to be used, but we'll see if you saw it, and then I was able to salvage it somehow. But I did find some games at one sale, completely on an ask. I try to ask at every sale I go to, and completely on an ask. Got some games here, brought out what she thought was a Wii, but it was a PlayStation 1. System was in good shape. I left it in the other room. Oh, well, you guys know what a PlayStation 1 looks like. And it had a stack of games. Nothing spectacular, but some decent stuff. Hot Shots Golf 2. Myst was probably the best one in here, which is funny. I have Myst 2 on PS1, but I didn't have the first one, so that's kind of cool to grab. Test Drive 6. NHL 2001. And then this is NFL Extreme 2 with the game for NFL Extreme 2, but for some reason the spine for Supercross Circuit. Don't know why. And then a couple loose games, Siphon Filter 1 and Star Wars, the Tarascasi's horrible fighting game. So, got that. And then later, actually, when I asked her if she had any more, and she brought some Xbox stuff, but she brought out this nice controller here, which is a nice find. She asked me if it went with the PlayStation, and of course it did. So I offered, I think, $20 for the PlayStation, just because I try to be, if the games were better, I would have offered more, but I try to be careful just because PS1s don't always work. She countered at 25. I thought that was fine because the games are a little better than your, typical sports games, although there's a few of those in there. And the system was in nice shape, so I had a little bit more confidence. So I did test the PlayStation. It was in very nice shape, and it worked just fine. No problems there, so that was good. Had a DualShock regular gray controller with it. And one of the things, the best thing to do to know if a PlayStation 1 is going to work is just see if the stupid door is sticking or not. Because if the door's sticking, it probably wasn't taken great care of, so you can probably think, like, okay, let's see how this does. And door closed, opened without a problem, so that was good. She also brought out this Xbox 360. Wasn't super thrilled to see this, but no hard drive or anything, which is kind of it would have been good if it had a hard drive, but no hard drive. But I told her I wasn't super interested, but she said to make an offer. I offered $15, and she was fine with that. Had a couple really rough shaped controllers, chewed up sticks, no battery covers, so I don't know if any of these will be salvageable. Could probably buy replacement sticks on some of them. I have a bunch of backs that I just left over from controllers that don't work, so I could probably buy some replacement sticks if I want to mess around with them. I do need 360 controllers, so we'll see if that's something I care to do, but not the best of shape. The Kinect was in there, so yay. And then the power brick. So $40 for everything there, not too bad. Good deal. I mean, can't complain. That was the only sale I went to that I got stuff at. The rest of the sales I went to, I think there might be some footage you'll see of a horrible sale that was on Facebook Marketplace where all the games were $25 each for the Wii U. If that footage came out, then you'll get to see that. But yeah, wasn't super thrilled there, but that's how it is sometimes. Did go to a neighborhood sale that I left early because it was just a bust. I've been to that sale like every year, and one of the things this year I'd like to do is not go to as many of the same neighborhood sales that I hit every year. And I know sometimes there can be, different people having the sale, but year after year after year, you're hitting the same houses for the most part, and your time is spent other places. So trying to do that. That's why I've been to a couple of sales this year, like community sales, neighborhood sales that I've never been to, and doing pretty well so far. So we'll see how that continues to go, but that's kind of the plan for this year, and excited to see where that goes. All right, that's it for this garage sale video. Some highs and lows there for sure, but overall good stuff. Always fun to be able to at least find games and get some stuff. So Can never complain about that. Haven't had a weekend that's like been a complete bust yet, so hopefully, you know, we can still find some cool stuff and keep moving on and see where this year goes, because it's still early in the year.